Have you ever wondered which stocks could change your financial future completely? We are about to reveal 5 powerful growth stocks shaping tomorrow's economy. These companies are not just investments, they represent future technological revolutions globally. Stay with me because each story will challenge your perspective on wealth. Imagine waking up one day realizing you invested in tomorrow's biggest winners. Today we explore Nvidia, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta platforms, and Mercado Libre deeply together. Each stock carries unique innovation power driving global industries into new eras. You might already use their products without realizing their massive financial potential. Let us begin this journey into high-growth investment opportunities today now. First company is Nvidia, leading the artificial intelligence chip revolution worldwide today. Its GPUs power everything from chatbots to advanced autonomous driving systems globally. Microsoft follows closely with cloud computing and artificial intelligence dominance expanding rapidly. Their Azure platform powers businesses across industries with unmatched scalability features globally. Amazon continues dominating e-commerce while expanding aggressively into cloud infrastructure services worldwide. AWS remains a critical backbone for countless digital businesses globally today now. Meta Platforms is transforming social media into immersive artificial intelligence ecosystems quickly. Their focus on virtual reality and metaverse keeps investors highly intrigued always. Mercado Libre dominates Latin American e-commerce and fintech sectors with rapid expansion ongoing. Its digital payments platform is becoming a regional financial powerhouse rapidly today. And investors are closely watching these 5 companies for long-term growth potential. Market trends show increasing demand for artificial intelligence-driven business solutions globally. And each of these stocks benefits from strong competitive advantages and innovation pipelines. Long-term investors often focus on companies with consistent revenue growth patterns. These 5 companies have demonstrated resilience during multiple global economic cycles recently. Technology adoption across industries continues accelerating faster than most analysts expected recently. Artificial intelligence is now embedded deeply into modern business operations everywhere globally. Nvidia remains central to training large-scale machine learning models efficiently today. Microsoft leverages enterprise software dominance to integrate AI across productivity tools rapidly. Amazon is investing heavily in logistics automation and warehouse robotic systems globally. Meta is betting big on augmented reality experiences and immersive digital worlds. Mercado Libre continues expanding financial inclusion through mobile banking across Latin America rapidly. Each company faces competition, yet maintains strong leadership within its sector globally. Investing requires patience, discipline, and understanding of long-term market cycles clearly. These stocks are not guaranteed wins, but represent strong potential opportunities today. Financial markets reward companies that consistently innovate and adapt to change quickly. Nvidia's dominance in AI hardware makes it a critical market leader. Microsoft's cloud ecosystem creates recurring revenue streams across global enterprises constantly. Amazon's diversified business model strengthens its resilience against economic downturns significantly. Meta's advertising engine continues generating massive profits from social engagement globally. Mercado Libre benefits from underdeveloped financial systems in emerging markets, significantly driving growth. Analysts predict continued expansion across AI, cloud, and digital finance sectors globally. Risk remains present due to valuation concerns and market volatility fluctuations always. However, long-term trends strongly favor technology-driven companies over others overall. Diversification across sectors helps investors reduce risk and improve stability over time. These stocks reflect broader shift toward digital transformation. Worldwide economies rapidly evolving. Nvidia continues expanding partnerships with leading global technology corporations every year now. Microsoft integrates artificial intelligence across office and enterprise ecosystems, continuously improving productivity. Amazon strengthens global logistics network using advanced automation technologies daily, constantly evolving. Meta invests heavily in next-generation social communication platforms, globally rapid expansion. Mercado Libre continues building financial infrastructure across Latin American economies, rapidly, consistently growing. These companies represent future wealth creation opportunities. Imagine a young investor starting with just a small amount of savings today. They decide to study technology companies changing the world around them carefully. Every night they read about artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and digital finance growth. They notice how Nvidia keeps appearing in discussions about future technology revolutions. Slowly they begin understanding understanding why chips matter more than most people realize. Without powerful processors, modern artificial intelligence systems would simply not function effectively. Microsoft becomes another focus because of its massive cloud computing expansion globally. The investor learns how businesses depend heavily on Azure services' daily operations. Amazon also catches their attention through its unstoppable e-commerce dominance worldwide. They realize every online purchase often passes through Amazon's vast ecosystem. Meta Platforms feels different, but equally powerful in shaping digital communication habits. People spend hours daily interacting with Meta-owned social platforms globally. Mercado Libre introduces them to an entirely new world of emerging market growth. They discover Latin America is rapidly adopting digital payments and online shopping. The investor starts connecting patterns across all five companies carefully and thoughtfully. Each company represents a different part of the global digital transformation story. Friends around them still doubt the importance of technology stock investments today, but the investor continues studying patiently without getting distracted by short-term noise. One day they see Nvidia stock rising sharply due to AI demand. That moment confirms their belief in long-term technology-driven growth potential. Microsoft announces major AI integrations across its entire product ecosystem globally. Amazon reports massive cloud revenue growth, surpassing traditional retail performance significantly. Meta invests billions into artificial reality and immersive digital experience expansion. Mercado Libre continues expanding financial services across millions of new users monthly. The investor begins understanding how innovation drives consistent long-term value creation. They realize timing the market is less important than time in market. Many people miss opportunities because they react emotionally to short-term changes. Successful investors focus on trends lasting many years rather than months. Technology adoption curves show exponential growth patterns across global industries today. Artificial intelligence is no longer future technology, but current business necessity. Nvidia stands at the center of this revolution, powering everything computationally. Microsoft uses AI to enhance productivity tools used by billions globally. Amazon optimizes logistics using machine learning for faster global deliveries constantly. Meta explores human interaction through virtual environments and digital ecosystems deeply. Mercado Libre improves financial access for underserved populations across developing regions significantly. The investor begins to feel more confident about long-term holding strategy. Still, they understand risk always exists in rapidly changing financial markets. Economic downturns can affect even strongest companies temporarily during uncertainty periods. However, innovation-driven firms tend to recover stronger after market corrections. Historical data shows technology leaders often outperform over extended time horizons. The investor studies past cycles of dot-com era and recovery. Lessons from history help them avoid panic during market volatility phases. They realize patience and discipline are most powerful tools in investing. Emotional decisions often lead to missed opportunities and unnecessary financial losses. Gradually, the understanding of these five companies deepens significantly over time. Each quarterly report adds another layer of confidence in their strategy. Friends begin noticing their growing interest in technology stock analysis discussions. Some even start asking for advice about investing in similar companies. The investor never claims certainty, but shares insights based on research. They emphasize importance of understanding businesses before investing money carefully. Over time, their perspective shifts from fear to calculated long-term optimism. They stop chasing quick profits and start building sustainable wealth foundations. Every market dip becomes an opportunity rather than a moment of panic. Their journey reflects how knowledge transforms financial decision-making powerfully. And yet the most surprising insight is still waiting to be revealed. Just when everything seems clear about investing, a surprising truth begins emerging. Most people think stock growth depends only on current earnings and performance, but real long-term winners are often built on future expectations. Markets constantly price in innovation long before it becomes visible reality. This means today's hype often reflects tomorrow's actual technological transformation. Nvidia's real power is not just chips, but AI infrastructure dominance. Microsoft's strength goes beyond software in the global enterprise intelligence ecosystems. Amazon is quietly becoming a logistics and data empire, simultaneously evolving. Meta is not just social media, but a behavioral data powerhouse system. Mercado Libre is more than e-commerce. It is financial revolution in action. Suddenly, the investor realizes something deeper about how markets actually function. Stocks are not just companies, but narratives about future world evolution. These narratives drive investor behavior more than quarterly reports alone. Expectations often matter more than present-day financial performance metrics. This is where most beginners misunderstand how wealth creation truly works. The investor now sees that price movements reflect collective future beliefs. Artificial intelligence becomes the strongest shared belief, shaping all five companies. Every major technology firm is now competing in the AI race. Nvidia provides the essential tools powering that global AI competition. Microsoft embeds intelligence into every digital workplace interaction, globally expanding. Amazon integrates AI into commerce, logistics, and customer personalization systems. Meta uses AI to shape attention, engagement, and digital experience design. Mercado Libre applies AI to financial services, credit scoring, and logistics optimization. The twist becomes clear that all companies are interconnected through AI. This interconnectedness creates a powerful ecosystem effect across global markets. Investors often miss this hidden network effect when analyzing individual stocks. One breakthrough in AI can uplift multiple companies simultaneously worldwide. Conversely, disruption in technology can also impact all companies at once. The investor begins questioning traditional methods of stock evaluation deeply now. Simple financial ratios no longer explain explosive growth potential fully anymore. Instead, innovation cycles and technological leadership become more important indicators. Another realization emerges about the speed of technological adoption globally. What once took decades now happens within just a few years. Cloud computing adoption spread faster than any previous industrial transformation. Artificial intelligence may accelerate even faster than cloud revolution itself. Nvidia benefits directly from this accelerating computational demand surge worldwide. Microsoft leverages rapid enterprise digital transformation across all industries globally. Amazon expands infrastructure faster to meet growing digital consumption needs. Meta adapts platforms to changing user behavior in real time. Mercado Libre captures rising digital economy participation across emerging markets rapidly. The investor now sees that timing becomes extremely difficult in such markets. Missing early stages of innovation often means missing largest growth phases. However, entering too early without understanding can also create risks. Balance between patience and conviction becomes essential for success here. Emotional control becomes more valuable than technical stock picking skills. Many investors fail not due to knowledge, but due to emotions. Fear and greed constantly distort rational decision making in markets. The investor begins building a long-term mindset anchored in discipline. They stop reacting to daily market movements and focus on trends. Each company becomes part of a larger digital transformation puzzle. The twist ultimately reveals that markets reward vision, not reaction. Understanding future direction matters more than analyzing past performance alone. This realization permanently changes how the investor views all opportunities. And yet the final lesson will bring everything together completely, a conclusion that reshapes how wealth and growth truly connect globally. Now everything comes together as the real lesson behind high growth stocks appears. Investing is not about predicting the future perfectly, but understanding direction clearly. The five companies represent more than stocks. They represent global transformation engines. Nvidia is shaping the foundation of artificial intelligence computing infrastructure worldwide. Microsoft is building the digital backbone of global enterprise productivity systems. Amazon is redefining how commerce, logistics, and cloud computing merge together. Meta is reshaping human connection through immersive and intelligent digital platforms. Mercado Libre is unlocking financial and digital access across entire emerging economies. Each company is riding massive long-term structural shifts in global behavior. These shifts are stronger than short-term economic cycles or market fear. Investors who recognize these shifts early often benefit the most over time, but recognition alone is not enough without consistent long-term action. The biggest mistake investors make is waiting for perfect timing endlessly. Markets rarely offer perfect entry points for long-term opportunities like these. Instead, disciplined investing over time builds stronger outcomes than speculation. Small, consistent decisions often outperform large emotional bets in the long run. The investor from earlier now understands this principle deeply and clearly. They no longer chase quick profits or react to daily news noise. Instead, they focus on company fundamentals and long-term innovation trends. Every dip in these stocks becomes a potential opportunity for accumulation. Every surge becomes confirmation of ongoing global technological transformation progress. However, patience remains the hardest skill for most investors to master. Watching volatility without emotional reaction separates professionals from beginners clearly. The five companies continue expanding even during uncertain global market conditions. Their products remain essential regardless of short-term economic fluctuations worldwide. Artificial intelligence demand continues accelerating across industries without slowing down. Cloud computing adoption is still in early stages of global penetration. Digital payments and online ecosystems are expanding rapidly in developing regions. These trends support long-term growth narratives for all five companies. Understanding these narratives gives investors a powerful strategic advantage over others, but knowledge without action has no real financial impact whatsoever. The investor must decide whether to act on this understanding or not. Many people watch opportunities but never take meaningful steps forward. Fear of loss often prevents them from participating in growth cycles. Meanwhile, disciplined investors continue building positions slowly over time. They accept uncertainty as part of every meaningful investment journey. No high growth opportunity comes without risk or volatility attached, but calculated risk often leads to significant long-term rewards. The key is focusing on companies solving real global problems consistently. Nvidia solves computational challenges for the entire AI revolution worldwide. Microsoft solves enterprise efficiency and digital transformation challenges globally. Amazon solves logistics, retail, and cloud infrastructure challenges simultaneously. Meta solves digital communication and engagement challenges across societies. Mercado Libre solves financial access and e-commerce challenges in emerging markets. These problem-solving capabilities are what drive sustainable long-term value. Investors who understand this framework can make more informed decisions. The final takeaway is simple yet extremely powerful for everyone. Focus on innovation, patience, and long-term thinking, always consistently. Avoid emotional trading and short-term speculation traps in markets. Build positions in companies aligned with unstoppable global transformation trends. Let time and innovation work together to compound wealth steadily. True financial growth comes from staying invested through cycles patiently. These five stocks represent not just opportunity, but long-term vision. The question now is whether you are ready to think differently, because wealth often begins the moment perspective truly changes forever. You now understand these five stocks are more than just numbers on a screen. They represent powerful global shifts shaping the next decade of human progress. But understanding alone changes nothing unless you take intentional action today. Every great investor started exactly where you are standing right now, mentally confused, curious, and slightly uncertain about where to begin their journey. The difference between success and failure is not information, but execution. Nvidia, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, and Mercado Libre are not guaranteed wins, but they represent strong candidates in a rapidly evolving digital economy. The real question is not which stock will rise the most. The real question is whether you are prepared to stay consistent. Consistency is what transforms small investments into meaningful long-term wealth. Most people lose money not because of bad stocks, but bad timing behavior. Emotional reactions destroy more portfolios than market crashes ever could. Discipline protects investors when markets become unpredictable and volatile. Long-term thinking allows you to survive temporary downturns confidently. These five companies have already survived multiple global economic challenges, and each time they emerge stronger and more dominant than before. That pattern is not random, but driven by continuous innovation cycles. Innovation is the engine that powers every long-term stock winner. Without innovation, even the biggest companies eventually lose their relevance. These companies continuously invest billions into research and development globally. They are not standing still, but aggressively shaping future industries. That is why investors closely watch their growth trajectories over time. You now have the knowledge that many beginners never fully understand, but knowledge without courage leads to missed opportunities repeatedly. Courage in investing means acting even when uncertainty still exists. It means trusting research more than short-term market fear. It means thinking in years instead of days or weeks. Every financial journey begins with a single small decision forward. That decision can compound into life-changing results over time. You do not need to be perfect to start investing wisely. You only need to be consistent and patient with your approach. approach. These 5 stocks reflect the direction of the modern global economy. Technology is no longer optional, but essential in every industry. Artificial intelligence will only continue expanding its influence globally. Cloud computing will become even more deeply integrated into daily life. Digital finance will reshape how money moves across borders. Social platforms will evolve into immersive, interactive ecosystems. Emerging markets will continue adopting digital infrastructure at scale. All of this creates a massive opportunity landscape for investors, but opportunity only benefits those who are prepared and informed. You now stand at a point of awareness many people never reach. The next step is deciding how you will use this knowledge. Will you observe from the sidelines or participate in growth? Will you let fear control decisions or let discipline guide them? Every investor eventually faces this exact decision point in their journey. Those who act wisely often build long-term financial freedom gradually. Those who hesitate often watch opportunities pass repeatedly over time. The choice is always personal and always powerful in impact. Remember that wealth is built through time, not instant outcomes. Small, consistent actions compound into extraordinary financial results eventually. The 5 stocks discussed are simply examples of larger market trends. What matters most is your ability to think long-term, stay informed, stay patient, and stay committed to your strategy, because your financial future begins with the decisions you make today.